Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Eric Gilbert with Excel 3PL. My first boss in high school gave me a copy of Rich Dad Poor Dad, and that's when I knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I went off to college and studied engineering and even got my master's degree in engineering. But amazingly, with all that schooling, I came back home and I could not find a job after graduation, and that solidified my desire to own my own business one day. I finally got a job, but I hated the lack of freedom. I would clock in at 8 a.m., but I couldn't wait until noon when I could take my lunch break and plan my entrepreneurial escape plan. I'm just the kind of person who needs freedom and flexibility, but I also needed to make enough money to provide for my family and not let them suffer because of my entrepreneurial hopes and dreams. I'm a servant at heart. I'm a 2-wing 3 on the Enneagram, and I love helping people. But as I started my own business, I realized I needed to up my skill set to be able to help others in a significant way. I tried so many different things. I opened an ice cream shop after college. I owned real estate and rental properties. I sold stuff on Amazon and eBay and Etsy, but ultimately every new opportunity ended up giving me less freedom and not giving me enough financial success. So I was talking with my wife one day about yet another business idea, and for the first time in my life, she actually turned to me and said, "That's actually a good idea, Eric." The idea was to start a warehouse for e-commerce sellers known in the industry as a 3PL, or third-party logistics. A 3PL is kind of like a storage unit for e-commerce sellers. It's a place to store your goods from your large purchase orders while you sell your goods. I had used one in the past during my selling on Amazon days and had a terrible experience. And I knew that I could do it better, faster, and cheaper because of where I lived. And I loved working with guys and gals just like you who wanted to find financial freedom and time freedom through e-commerce. So I was needing help to grow this e-commerce warehousing business because, like many of you, I needed more customers, sales, and revenue. And I remember waking up in cold sweats night after night because I was so stressed that this business wasn't going to work out and that I couldn't pay my bills. But like all good entrepreneurs, I hustled and learned and developed myself by consuming as much content as I could about how to grow a business. One day I was reading a book by Keith J. Cunningham that said from $0 to $1 million, your number one job as an entrepreneur is marketing. Not systems, not sales, but marketing. And I realized that I sucked at marketing. I realized if I didn't figure out how to do this marketing thing, that my worst fears were going to come true and I was going to lose my business, owe thousands and thousands of dollars from all the pallet racking and stuff I had to buy for this business, as well as the 5-year lease that I signed. I was going to have to go back to a corporate engineering job I hated, give up on the hope of financial and time freedom I desired. I would have to admit defeat that I couldn't provide for my family through entrepreneurship. I realized to find success, the success I desired, I had to burn the boats and go all in on becoming an expert in marketing. So as I was trying to learn about marketing, I heard about a guy named Russell Brunson who talked about these things called sales funnels. Now, sales funnels are kind of like a website, but they only have one action your customer can take. So it avoids confusion, and you also have the ability to put an upsell in front of the customer after they buy to increase their cart value. I realized that this could not only help my 3PL business, but this was also a huge opportunity for my clients who were e-commerce sellers, because everyone who sold on Amazon hated how much margin Amazon was taking from their business, and everyone who sold on Shopify all needed more traffic, more sales, and higher conversion rates, which a sales funnel could help them do. My big aha came when I heard Russell teach about the idea that you can create a funnel where you can put $1 into advertising costs and get $2 out by doing what McDonald's does, by asking customers who just bought something if they'd like fries and a Coke. But instead of fries and a Coke, we'd be adding an upsell page asking if the customer wanted to buy another product at a discount or an information product or a complementary product, also known as an upsell. Coming from an Amazon background where you can only put one product in front of the customer, I couldn't believe there was such a thing as an upsell. And I realized if you could do it correctly, you'd create a money printing business and you could continue to scale to the moon. Guys, are you getting this? I realized at this moment that the secret to a successful e-commerce business isn't what you sell, but how you sell it. A sales funnel was the secret to helping my clients sell a lot more of their products and turn their inventory into sales. So I decided to model what was working for other e-commerce funnels and realized every e-commerce funnel has the same structure. I started building sales funnels to sell some of the goods that my clients wanted to throw away because they couldn't sell them on Amazon. I was able to sell products that no one else could sell because it's not about what you sell, but how you sell it. And I couldn't believe it was this simple. After I started learning about sales funnels, my marketing skills started to get better and better until I felt confident enough where I knew I could help my clients. I knew every e-commerce seller needed a sales funnel. I went from fearful and unsure to totally confident in my ability to market and grow an e-commerce brand. I had found the cheat code. If you want to learn with me, put your email in the link below and I'll share the latest e-commerce sales funnels, tips, and tricks. Or if you're ready, you can work with me directly. Put your email in below.